played a good first half, and then they just came out and just really took it to us in the second half, and we hung on. But these Big 5 games, just try to survive. It's never pretty. You never know what it's going to be. You just got to try to survive. That's about what that was.
Jay, were you happy with the way they were able to get the ball to the basket, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I was happy. We did a lot of good things in the first half. Our defense was good. Communication was good. Attention to detail. Our scouting report was good. The second half, we just lost it. They just did a better job than us. They had better adjustments at halftime. The pressure, they picked it up. They started just driving the ball and just jumping up our chest, getting fouls, and it was smart on their part. Just a good job on their part. We didn't respond well.
Is that part of that youth on your?
Could be.
You're gonna have ebbs and flows like that.
Yeah. We got 3 juniors on our team. A couple sophomores. What it is. It's inexperienced. We're not that young. We're just inexperienced. Like our juniors, haven't been really go-to guys. Or some sophomores haven't been in those situations. Haven't been leaders that take control of that situation. So they're learning.
Jay, you kind of swapped Justin out of the starting lineup for Cole for, I guess, more experiences purposes.
Yeah.
Justin goes out, drops 25. I mean, obviously experience is important, but how important is it?
Well, I thought Cole did a good job getting us off to a good start. He knows he's dialed into the scouting reports a little more experience. Like everything's new to Justin. Attention to detail. He's learning. I thought we got off to a decent start, not great, but he really sparked us off the bench, gave us great energy. Cole got fouls. So that's the kind of team we're going to have to be. This year we're going to need everybody. It's going to be different guys on different nights. It was Justin tonight. They really got into Colin. They face guarded Colin all over the court, and we want to be the kind of team that we don't want to just rely on him. If they're going to take him away, it opened it up in the first half for Justin, and in the second half, I don't know, he just didn't play with the same aggressiveness like he did in the first half. But he'll learn, and he did a good job.
So will you play an expanded rotation in the league season, or will you try to cut it down?
No. Everybody that played tonight, we need to play. We're definitely a work in progress, like a lot of teams are at this point in the season. Like we got to get Brian. Like Brian Antoine's learning what we're doing, learning situations. He's inbounding the ball. He couldn't call a timeout. But you got to go through it. You just got to do it. We got to get Brandon Slater more minutes. Cole was in foul trouble a lot tonight. He had 4 fouls. But we need all those guys, all 9 guys. We need to play.
Colin, these games still meet your expectation as to how hard they're going to be, these city games, and how tough the games are?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to come in mentally and physically prepared to be in a battle for all these Big 5 games. They're tough, they're physical, and you have to play hard. You have to compete on every possession. That's something that we have to learn how to do for a full 40 minutes.
Colin, what's the key for sort of if they're going to face Guardian and play it tight, just make them pay for it a little bit? How do you make them pay for it a little bit if they're guarding you personally that way? What's your mindset?
I just have to move without the ball. My teammates are going to be aggressive, and we're going to attack the score, whether they're face guarding me or not. That's how we play. We're just going to attack the score, kick the ball ahead, and try to get easy baskets.
Justin, did you know anything about the Big 5 before tonight or coming in?
I knew a few teams. I knew LaSalle was in St. Joe's, but I'm not really from this area, so I don't really know much about it. I just learned today. Coach told us.
Yeah, because your teammates fill you in on it too, or?
Yeah, before the game they told me about it.
Hey,
So,
Coach.
what do you tell the uninitiated about the Big 5?
That's a good example. I actually told him last night. I don't really think he was listening. So I asked him something about it today, and I could tell he wasn't really sure, so I did it again today. That's freshman, So we did talk about it last night, and I think we talked about it the day before that too.
Well, what's the message you give them about the Big 5? For those
I just, they can't. I just try to tell them about the history, why it's such a big deal. I explained to them everything about the 50s and the 60s, and all the teams being nationally ranked and why it means so much to everybody that grew up in Philadelphia and kids that are from Philadelphia. And as I was telling them, I asked Eric Dixon, like, do you know the Big Five? He said, yeah, I know the Big Five. You know, so I just, you know, they just can't. You can't explain the passion. You know, he learned the second half. Like, they're not going to give up. They're going to keep scrapping and fight. It's going to be a dog fight. You know, and he'll know. Like, the sophomores know. They went through it last year. They know. The freshmen have no idea. Jeremiah had no idea. They just have to go through it. I do the whole history thing. God knows if they listen. You know? I start in the 50s. I go through the whole thing. You know,
Hey,
we used
so-
to go down to Pleasure. I used to walk them around the outside, and you know, I don't think we're there this year.
You're not there this year.
Yeah, so
You
we'll
bring
do
up
that.
like Pickles Kennedy. I mean, where are you going?
I don't go pickles. I go like how they were all nationally ranked. Like in the 60s, every team could be nationally ranked at the same time. You know, I don't go as much names as I do the tradition of the programs.
Jay,
You grew up here, how much it means to you.
sorry, Jay, is part of that work in progress is how these guys can, on different nights, figure it out. Tonight, you were able to get more points in the paint early. Some nights you had perimeter shots up more, that these guys are able to kind of figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And part of figuring it out is you can come up with all the stuff you want, but you don't know how people are going to play you. You don't know what they're going to decide is important to them. You know, like down in Myrtle Beach, they weren't as concerned about taking Colin away. You know, these guys tonight, they were all about taking Colin away. So you just got to see what teams are doing. When you have an experienced team, you have it's just, you know, you got Booth and Pascal. You know they're taking them away, and you don't know who they're going to pick on this team, and we're starting to figure it out.
Jay, how do you think your team responded from playing an in-season tournament now going into Big Five play?
I think we're gradually getting better. You know, I'd like to speed it up, but we're gradually getting better. You know, they get that. There's so many firsts for this group. First Big Five game, right? You get a 20-point lead at halftime, and you come out in the second half. God knows what they were thinking. I don't know, but you know, you got to play every minute. You got to do that every game, but especially in a Big Five game. So they learned that. You know, we'll learn, and then play a great Penn team Wednesday night. They're going to learn a lot from that game, guaranteed.
When you're playing a team that obviously you're playing a lot of guys, but then Ash is playing a lot of guys. How do the matchups work when it's going on both sides?
That's what, you know, that's, again, you know, for young guys, you got to know the whole scouting program. Young guys are used to, like, okay, who are the best two guys? You know, you have to know, you know, like when they brought in Hakeem, is that how I say his name? Hakeem. When they brought him in, you got to know, like, this kid's a great driver and creator. He wasn't in for a while. Like, he changed the game when he came in and just started getting to the rim and getting people's shots. But you got to know that before that happens, you know. And young guys, they might know the top 3 guys, but we weren't. You could tell we weren't dialed in on that.
Coach, congratulations, of course. Great to see you as always. Yes.
The voices in the house.
Yes. You talk about when you opened the press up, you mentioned a huge Big Five type of win against a great person that you've had the privilege of working with for at least the 2 national titles. What can you say about a guy like Ashley Howard?
He's great. He's a great guy. He's a big part of our success. He's a great friend. I love him. I hate playing against him, but I'm very proud of him. I loved how his team played 40 minutes. Man, played to the last second. I was very impressed, and that made an impression on our team too. So we'll learn from that. We learned from playing them tonight.
Justin, what did you learn from tonight about yourself and about this team?
First, I learned that we're far off where we want to be. We came out first half, we played decent. The second half, we started out slow, and we got to learn how to play hard for 40 minutes. For myself, just being aggressive, and being able to be aggressive, make plays, not sit back and let the ball just come to me.
You had 25 points tonight. First off, you know, I know where you come from with your WCAC days down at DeMatha. What is that? How does that transition into playing here in a school like Villanova?
Really just WCAC playing against competition day in, day out. I think that helped me come in here a little bit where each game you're playing against, of course high school is nowhere near college, but at least we're playing against some type of competition each game. I think that helped me.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.
All right, Jay.
Excited to
Justin
hear
Moore and
momentarily.
Colin Gillespie here on another edition of Voice of the Music. Villanova again is winner 83-72.